we will see function of single variable hereafter. In that first definition, we will say limit of function. Finished everybody?
Sir, sir,
Ah,
L belongs to R is a limit of function fx, yeah, limit point of a function fx.
Tell
L belong to R. L belong to R is a limit of function fx. Yeah, limit point of function fx.
point don't write ma. Limit of function you write, no problem. That only telling. What a one rumor type running in every places. Ma limit or limit point, everything same. Okay, don't write, don't write. Limit of function, right? No problem. That is the one real number. For you only I wrote this limit point. I know anybody will ask. Don't write. Purida, from starting we are seeing limit in set we saw, sequence we saw, now in function we are seeing. Okay. But in sequence what we saw, another name gave closure point. Closure point you can't tell in set place. Set limit point, closure point you can't tell. So limit point elma, limit L, everything same is there. That is one number, L real number. Inside concept is different. Limit point of set we saw, limit point of sequence we saw, both places different. Limit point of function. In function limit point what we will see. As a set, as a sequence, as a function is different, not as a word. That first delete from mind. Any place you saw, delete first. Okay, we will see this later. We will see first this. What is this notation? 0 less than x minus c modulus less than delta. Okay. Already I told, or we will discuss in power series also. X minus a less than r. Your interval, whatever interval you will get by this, their center will be a and that interval radius will be r. That is the meaning. We can solve like this also. So our interval will be minus r plus a to r plus a. So this interval radius will be r and center will be a. Okay, we will see center radius also in power series especially. Just this notation I am telling. But in this notation they are giving 0. So this 0 meaning what hereafter? That we will see. Suppose I am giving x minus 1, 0 less than x minus 1 less than 2. Okay. So first we will solve this. So by the help of x minus 1 modulus less than 2, our interval is minus 1 to 3. So we will solve this portion. Modulus of x, two type definition will go. X and minus x, like that we will use. So this greater than 0 always will give like this. So this two definition here single place have. So first definition we are getting between, means our value is between minus 1 to 3. Suppose 0 is here, then minus 1 will be here, 1, 2, 3. So this is our interval. Minus 1 to 3, in that center will be 1 and radius is 2. Okay, we can tell this is the neighborhood of your center. Okay, whatever here have, we can tell this is the neighborhood of center A. But next greater than 0, whatever definition have, this whenever you will solve, you see like this. X greater than 1, x less than 1. Meaning this notation is giving whatever interval value have, in that our every value greater than 1 we have to choose and less than 1 we have to choose. Means center you can't choose. So this is the meaning, center you can't choose. So this is called deleted neighborhood of center. Okay, deleted neighborhood means only this one we can't choose. Means we can write like this also. And you have to write after that, one does not belongs means does not choosing. So does not choosing means what? Deleted neighborhood. You have to write again. What is the meaning of this? We are not using our one center. Neighborhood we saw no first day class. That a deleted neighborhood I am not teaching because of today I will teach for that. Direct I will give, you can't understand. Okay, so this notation, whatever you will see, any type of a or any type of radius, this is deleted neighborhood of x is equal to a, any type of real number, whatever center is there. Okay, so this only here writing whenever this deleted, here this meaning deleted neighborhood of C, means C we are not going to use, only neighborhood portion we will use. Okay, first you write this, then I will explain. Write first. If anybody this type confusion not going from your mind or don't want to throw outside, then you point right in bracket. Limit of function tail, limit point tail, that is the one real number only. Concept is different. Limit point of set, sequence and function, all are different. Anybody asking what is limit or limit point, anything, just you have to think what is either set one, sequence one, function one, then difference. Anybody will have limit tell, then limit difference definition not like that. A limit point tell, not like that, no definition. Limit asking from where? Either from set or sequence or function. If that not defined have, no definition. Some books and all doing like that. Sequence chapter teaching, writing books. So normally definition of limit they will write. Sequence chapters are limit, no problem. Some books will write definition of limit point. In that chapter, they are not mentioning limit point of sequence or limit point of set. They are not writing because under that chapter have so definition of limit or definition of limit point. That is their meaning. But don't catch like this. Definition of limit. What is this? Definition of limit point. What is this? Nothing is there. No definition this and that. You have to ask what is limit point From where? Either from sequence, from set, from function. And every place is different. All are. Nothing same. Mostly books and all you will see. Set chapter, they will write definition of limit only. Sequence limit point they will use. Because of closure point and all they are writing. Closure point, accumulation point. Like that using for sequence chapter. Definition function chapter only they will write limit of function. Okay, so limit point, don't confuse. Some books and all I saw. We saw now in sequence, three type sequence we saw. Convergent sequence, divergent sequence, oscillating sequence. Some books and all, books means good books, not Indian author I'm telling, foreign author I'm telling. Some books and all only two type of sequence, convergent, divergent, no oscillating. Sequence is not oscillating. If oscillating, that is not a sequence. Throw it. So they are following what? Limit means convergent point. Limit means convergent point. Like that they are follow up doing. So you can't go with particular anybody. By their thoughts they are writing. You can't follow always. No oscillating sequence existing. Direct they are writing in their books. Sequence are two types, convergent or divergent. And limit point means convergent point only. And that will be the finite. That is their wish, their choice. They wrote like that. You have to follow everything. Finished everything? We will see here after this explanation. We saw no sequence point. Mostly here also same concept. Their m is depend on epsilon, correct? Here delta is depend on epsilon. There we saw m is close coming, this epsilon increasing. M distance going, then this is close coming, epsilon. Okay, so m is completely depend on epsilon. Same here also. First, we have to think limit concept in function. What is the meaning of limit of function? Limit of function is just your y coordinates. That is existing or not. Existing means we can go continue, does not exist means not possible. So one straight meaning what? Meaning infinite number of points, straight line definition. So these points existing, then only we are going next. Otherwise we can't go. And what is the meaning of existing? So in our line, both sides sing, right side, left side. If existing means this point existent, next we will go again. Then next again one point. So here function, which type of possibility for does not exist? So what will happen? Either our line will break, curve will break, correct? Otherwise, discontinuity here. Continuous not going on, does not exist. We can't go next. We can't go next point. Correct. So this how here explanation giving in function that limit point is x tends to c, our function f of x tends to L have. That L is approaching from both sides. From left side and from right side on curve. Here also same writing, that function has limit or limit point L belongs to real number when we are approaching x tends to C. And whenever x tends equal to C, I'm not writing x tends to C. Always keep in mind this tends to and equal, both are different. Equal to C, we can't go direct. Tends to or approach to. Equal to means direct. Tends to means we have to see and have to go slowly. Direct means damage. Slowly have to go. Telling no, every home their parents will tell, live in limit. Otherwise, limit crossing now, I will beat you. Telling no, your father telling you, mother telling you, limit don't cross. Huh? Limit crossing is problem. So in life also like that. Anything you are approaching, approach to go, tends to go. Don't go direct. Without thinking, don't use. Think and do work. Without thinking will do work, then life will damage. Anything. Any type of decision in life, we have to think and have to. We don't know no, next what will happen. So like that, if this we have to use. This sign is very important in life. This sign don't use in life. Otherwise problem will come. This is the very good sign for our life. Always success. Watch, think and go. Slowly. Like that here also happening. We want that our C, our function on this point, limit existing or not. So if this y coordinate will exist here, then only we can go next. Our function continuity going on. Or does not exist means breaking possible. Or next point we are not getting. So there discontinuity, or we can't approach next. So this and all infinite number of points we will get. So what will happen in this C, we have to come by right hand side and we have to come by left hand side. Both side, by both side we have to approach and have to see our function limit existing or not, means y coordinate existing or not. Existing means okay, the next point again we will verify. So every point we have to verify this is. And for all epsilon there exists a delta, means if suppose this delta is 1 or delta is 2, delta is 3, if any delta, if this limit existing between this neighborhood and any neighborhood I will choose here, any type of either more closer, same concept, that sequence limit point, same concept, anything I will choose here. For this epsilon, one delta will exist. By that delta also from right hand side, from left hand side, our this existing means here have to exist only, breaking not possible. For all epsilon we want existence. Whatever epsilon, either more closer or more distance if we are choosing. This by that delta will happen. Here also epsilon will approach, any type of epsilon, and for that epsilon one delta will exist. For every epsilon one delta will exist. And when that delta will exist, then we have to approach from right hand side, from left hand side, and have to see L existing or not. So for all epsilon, we have to one delta will exist. After that, we have to approach from left hand side, from right hand side, and L have to exist must. Then that is called a limit of function. Okay. So you have remember in your 11 class, 12 class, BSc and all you did. That only here also I am writing. Just implies that for every our fx value in this neighborhood have to come inside. Whatever epsilon we will choose, any epsilon, very closer or very big. For that epsilon one delta will exist. After that, that L value in between only have to come. Not outside. Outside going means that is not, that is fail. Function does not exist at limit point. So here also there we saw no like that M. Here also this type. Any epsilon, for that one delta exists. In that delta value, whenever right hand side and left side we will approach, that L in this neighborhood only have to come. Again neighborhood I choose this. For this neighborhood one delta here will exist. Again left hand side we will approach, right hand side we will approach. In this neighborhood only inside have to come that L. So here also like that will happen. Okay. Next. You have remember you did in 11 class, 12 class. Point also every FC plus FC minus, like that notation. Limit x tends to C plus f of x. Remember that time we don't know this plus minus what is all, direct formula we are memorizing. And how type we are writing that time? Limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h, and here writing limit h tends to 0 f of c minus h. That time little tension coming. This c plus h, what is this? And c minus h, what is this? H tends to 0 y. My tends to 1 have here 0 y I am choosing. What is the notation? And that time 11 class 12 ka BSc master degree also this epsilon delta we are fearing. More fearing. Don't like, don't want to read. But this epsilon delta is very easy. This C plus H and C minus H, that time delta is gave us more fear. For that we don't want, so we used H. But this delta only, this H only our delta. That H only our delta. This meaning, you think little, we have to approach for every delta. For every delta, we have to approach C from right hand side and left hand side. So C plus delta have, this is notation for right neighborhood, and C minus delta have, this is left neighborhood. So from right side, we have to reach C, and from left side, we have to reach C. How this is possible? When delta we will approach 0, no? Otherwise not possible. No? So in function, x plus we are replacing C plus delta and C minus delta, and delta tends to 0 we are using. And this for every delta we have to do like this. Every delta we have to do like this. So for the direct we are applying for every delta. Direct H we are using. After that H tends to 0, whatever we are getting solution. If both are equal, limit exists means what? Both have to come equal. Then only we can tell L exists. If not equal, have is break going on. Values are outside. Right hand side different value, left hand side different value. Means under this neighborhood, either left side not coming or right side not coming, or both side not coming. Understood? So we have to approach the left hand side, right hand side, and both side we have to see our values are under that neighborhood have or not. And 100% values whenever will be equal, under every neighborhood will come of C L. Okay, that telling limit exists means limit x tends to C f of x exists. When this will exist? When our both RHL, LHL both are equal, exist and equal. This and all definition that time. Both are exist and equal. And we no need here C. C point directly, we no need f of C. Functional value now we no need. Now we need that our at C we are approaching left hand side, right hand side for every any type of ways. Our L we are approaching fx also. Fx also L approaching for every neighborhood of y coordinates of that L. So here also like this will work. Understood? So limit x tends to C fx. This fx is our L. Left hand side, right hand side, both will exist, and both that L only. That L only here limit. Understood? You write after lunch, we will continue. Okay, everybody write and after lunch. And for that reason here writing delta depend on epsilon. Don't confuse. Interview and all this only asking. Delta depend on epsilon or epsilon depend on delta. Okay, IITs must will ask interviews and all. So read properly. Don't clean anybody, huh? Don't clean. Okay then, after lunch.